Of design. So today we'll solve the problems of analysis. Analysis problems are completed. Now we'll solve the design problems. So I think you are able to hear me. So this is the fourth problem. Design a tension member using single angle section. See, already it is mentioned that it is a single angle section to carry a factored load of 150 kilonewton. A load of 150 kilonewton is already given in the question. So using M16 bolts of property class 4.6. See, already property class is given 4.6. So grade is also given. Then the plate grade FE 410. The plate grade FE. So now, once again, if I read the question, see here, what if you compare the previous question and this question, there already it was the angle sections were given like 75 into 60 into 8 mm. So what it is given here, the only load is given. We need to design based on angle section, whether it is single angle or double angle. But in our problem, it is given single angle section. So we'll adopt single angle section only. See here, already factored load is given 150 kilonewton. No need to multiply by 1.5. If it is if only axial load was given, then you need to multiply by 1.5. But in this case, in our problem, the factored load is already given, so no need to multiply. So now, first step one is determine the net tension member using equation. What you need to do means you need to determine the area. To determine the area, we need to use the formula from class 6.3 of codebook. Design of tension member net section, that is TDN. It is nothing but it is nothing but 0.9 ANFU by gamma M1. See, if you determine the area, if you separate this AN, take TDN into gamma M1 divided by 0.9 into FU. If you solve this, you get 508.13 mm square. See, TDN is already given here. Factored load is given here. Already factored load is given, so no need to confuse yourself. So just substitute the values as 90% of tensile strength only we are taking here. Then again, from class 6.2 page number 32, you need to determine the gross area. We determined only net sectional area here, but once again you need to determine for gross area. For gross area, the formula is TDG is AGFI by gamma M1, gamma M0. This is partial safety factors. You can go to table number 5, page number 30. There, here what we are assuming here is here gross area is nothing but equal to net sectional area. To determine our load, what we are taking here, we are assuming here gross sectional area is equal to net sectional area. So for that purpose, we are just substituting the we are calculating the gross area. So you need to take this TDG into gamma M0 by Fi. If you make your equation like this and substitute here, 150 kilonewtons into 1.1 is partial safety factor divided by 250. Here you will get gross area as 660 mm square. Gross area 660 mm square. But see, if you compare net sectional area and gross area, you need to take more of these two. You need to take more of these two. Don't take smaller value. Take more of these two. Why we need to take more means you will not get in future rupture failure. You will not get. If you take now only more area, later on you will not absorb the rupture failure. So for that purpose, if you start considering this area and design your problem, what will happen in future? Your design will fail. So for that purpose, you need to select the higher values. So here, take the higher value as 660 mm square. So now let us provide gross area which is higher. So go to steel table. If you have steel table in front of you, go to steel table go to steel table, unequal angles from steel table. Go to steel table, unequal angles from steel table. There you can see that 75 into 50 into 6, 75 into 60, 50 into 6 mm. Your unequal angle will be like this. If you go to unequal angle, your unequal angle page will be in this way. Rolled steel unequal angles. In your steel table, go to this page and search here. Search here with respect to the area. Search here with respect to the area. What is our area? 660. So what is 660? So you should not take more than that also. You should not consider 8.17. You should not consider less than that also. You should take intermediate values somewhere near to this. So in my steel table, I am getting 716 mm square, which is greater than 660 mm square. So this section you can adopt it. This section you can adopt it. See, in steel table it can be 8 point. Here it is mm square, but it is in steel table. It is how it is in steel table. It is in centimeter square. So don't confuse yourself. You need to convert this centimeter square to mm square. Don't take large area also. If you take more area, your design strength can come safe, but it will be uneconomical. If your design strength comes safe also, it will be uneconomical. In our civil engineers, uneconomical sections are not considered. In our civil engineer, uneconomical sections are not considered, though it is coming more safer, but we are not considering those sections. So for that purpose, what we need to do means we need to select somewhere intermediate. Somewhere we need to select somewhere intermediate section. So for that purpose, I have taken 716 mm square, which is slightly higher value than 660 mm square. So this part is okay, no problem here. So now what it is given in our question, if you look over once again, it is given M16 bolt. It is given M16 bolt of class 4.6. So what we need to do here, just consider M16 bolt of 4.6. As you already know, you need edge distance 1.5 into 18. Here 16 was there, plus 2 clearance distance, that will become 18 mm. So that is equal to 30 mm. So here pitch distance is about 2.5 into D. So 2.5 into 16, that is nothing but equal to 40 mm. So you can consider it as 50 mm also. If you take 40 mm also, no problem. If you want more higher values, you can take up to 50 mm also. Don't take these odd numbers like 27, 28, because the scaling will be very difficult to determine the edge distance. So that much accurate also we cannot do it. So what we do, we take little bit higher values. I hope this part is clear for you. So next part will be VDSB is equal to design shear strength with respect to bolt is equal to VNSB by gamma MB. From page number 75, if you find it, VNSB is FUB by root 3 NNANB plus NSASB. As our bolt is failing in thread. So what we are assuming here, NN is equal to 1 and NS is equal to 0. So here shear capacity of bolt in shingle plane is VNSB is 400 by root 3 into 1 into 0.78 pi by 4 into 16 square D square. 16 square divided by 1.25. This is our partial safety factor with respect to table number 5, page number 30. So now VNSB is equal to 29 kilonewtons. So now next is bearing capacity of bolt, page number 75. If you go, VDPB is nothing but VNPB by gamma MB, 2.5 kb DTFU by gamma M1. As you know, kb is equal to E by 3D0. 30. What we got our edge distance as 30. 3 into 18, that is nothing but 0.55. So then pitch distance is P by 3D0 minus 0.25. 50 divided by 3 into 18 minus 0.25 is 0.67. So this will come higher values. Always select the lesser value in this, as we have already calculated in our bolted connections. Directly you need to substitute here 2.5 into 0.55 into 16 into 6 mm is our thickness. How 6 mm is our thickness? So we have selected this section 75 into 50 into T. So this is our outstanding leg, this is our normal leg, this is our thickness. So thickness is nothing but 6 mm. So So into 410 divided by 1.25, this you will get 43 kilonewton somewhere. So comparing this value and this value, select the smaller values. Bolt value, select the smaller value for one single shear plane. That is nothing but for one bolt. So 29 divided by 43. So 29 comparing to 29 and 43, 29 kilonewton is lesser. So number of bolts is 150 divided by 29. So we'll get 6 number of bolts. So this is our factored load. This is our bolt value. So we'll get around 6 bolts. Now step 3 is go to page number 32. Go to page number 32, clause 6.2. There you will find this formula TDG is equal to AGFU by gamma m naught. What is our AG now from new steel table? 716 mm square into 250 divided by gamma m naught. How 716? See here, what was our steel, what was our gross area when we got 660? But from steel table, we have selected this section. So that is why it is 716 mm square. So now we need to take TDG as AG into Fi gamma m naught. That is nothing but 716 mm square. So compare this value. See, TDG AG Fi by gamma m naught, 716 into 250 divided by 1.1. So that is nothing but 162.71, which is more than 150 kilonewton. So our factored load is coming safe here. Then next, see now next what we need to do. Just I have shown this. Just I have shown this for 2 minutes because you can check the formula here. So now go to class number 6.3.3 single angles. TDN is 0.9 ANC FU by gamma m1 plus beta times of AG naught FU by gamma m naught. For single angles, check that beta is equal to 1.4 minus 0.076 W by T Fi by Fu Bs by LC, which is less than Fu by gamma m naught by Fi by gamma m1, which is more than 0.7. Both these two equations are already given in code book. Just if you have in front of your code book, just see it once. So here from figure number 6, if you see in code book figure number 6, page number 33, there the formula is given W plus WT minus T. So W plus WT minus T. What is our angle section? 75 mm. What our edge distance we got? 35 mm. See how we have calculated this edge distance by using the bolted connection 1.5 into D naught. We got here as 33. We have taken as 35 mm. What is leftover distance? 40 mm. So 35, 40, 75. I hope you're getting now how we have done this. Once again, I am repeating 1.5 into D naught. What we got? M16 volt, 1.5 into D naught, 33 mm. There we have taken a dead distance as 35 mm. In 75 mm, if you minus 35 mm, what is our leftover distance? 40 mm. So that is why we have separated this 40 mm. Here 75 into 50. This is 50 mm. This is for 6 mm. This is for 6 mm. Unequal angle. This figure is for unequal angles. If you see neighboring figure, both BS is equal to W it is given. So by this, our W will be 50 plus WT will be our gauge distance 40. Then minus thickness is 6. So that is nothing but 84 mm. So now LC, how you will calculate? LC total are 6 bolts. So we are taking rupture failure at this point also and at this point also. See, our rupture failure we are considering at this point also and at this point also. So how many bolts are left over? 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4, 6. So 6. So half will be left over from this end, half will be left over from this end. So that will become nothing but 5 bolts. I hope you are getting 6. Total are 6 bolts. Half we are rupturing failure here, half rupturing failure is here. So how much we are getting here? There 5 bolts. So this is in that fashion only. So 5 into pitch distance. What is our pitch distance? 50 mm. You can consider it as 40 mm also, but in this problem I have considered is 50 mm. See, this is design problem. You can take the values by considering based on your design problems. I have considered like this. You can take here 40 also. There is no any wrong thing. 5 into 50, 250 mm will get your answer. So substitute in beta all the unknown values we have got. W, T, then 50 by 6, then Fi by Fu. Fi was 250 by 410. BS we have got 84, and LC we have got 250 mm. So 84 divided by 250. So here you will get value as 1.27. So directly, so now to calculate, to calculate TDN value, we have got beta value as 1.27. Now we need to determine ANC and AG0. So if you go to ANC is nothing but our formula. If you see the first problem, I have written their formula, but it is a single angle section. Here little part is different. There it was twice. If I see double angle section, I have written here 2. In double angle section, what I have done? I have written here twice. So here the things are different here. So ANC, this for single angle section, ANC is nothing but 75 minus 18. 18 is our bolt value. 16 plus 2. This is minus of thickness 6 by 2. This is thickness that is 6 by 2 into 6. That is nothing but 324 mm square. Then AG0 is nothing but 50. AG0 is nothing but 50 minus 6 by 2 into 6. That is nothing but 282 mm square. So substitute your value 0.9 into ANC 324 into Fu divided by 1.25 plus 1.27. This is beta value. If you see the formula, this is beta value 1.27 into AG0. That is nothing but 282 into 250 divided by 1.1. So that is nothing but TDN value is 177 kilonewtons. That is more than 150 kilonewtons. It is safe. So next we need to calculate regarding our block shear strength. If you go to page number 33, you will find these two values. TDB1, that is nothing but AVG Fi by root 3 gamma m0 plus 0.9 ATN Fu by gamma m1. Then TDB2 is 0.9 AVN Fu by AVN Fu by root 3 gamma m1 plus ATG Fi by gamma m0. See, both the block shear strength you need to determine. Don't consider only one thing. Both the block shear strength you need to determine. Now, first unknown value is AVG. So how we calculate AVG is nothing but 50 into 5. So how many bolts are there here? There were 6 bolts. So what we have considered? We have left this edge distance. And we have considered only up to this point. From this point to this point only we are considered. This rupture failure we have left it. To calculate AVG, this rupture failure we have left this edge distance. We are not calculating this edge distance. We are not interested in this edge distance because our tension failure is at this point only with respect to the critical section. So what we are taking with respect to these bolts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and plus this edge distance. So that is why it is 5 into 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 volts. 5 into 50 plus edge distance that is will become 5 into 50, that is 250 plus 30. 250 plus 30, that will become how much? That will become 280 mm. That will become 280 mm. So this is how it is, like this. 550 into 5 plus 30, that is 280 into 5, that is 1680 mm square. So this is nothing but number of bolts. This is nothing but number of bolts. 5 is nothing but number of bolts. So here AVN is, now to calculate AVN, one more value, one more unknown here in this AVN. It is 280. 280 already we know how we have got it, minus 5.5. So how we have taken 5.5? This critical section, see, from this critical section to this section, from this critical section, 1, 2, already there were 6 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we have taken this half bolt as critical point. So half is left over here. Here half is left over. Here half is left over. So that is why we are considering this half also. We are considering this half also. 1, this will become 2, this will become 3, this will become 4, and this will become 5. So that will be half plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So that will be 5.5. So that is why it is 5.5. I hope you are getting this. Already this type of problems is solved, but still I am repeating once again. It was a gap of 1 week. So that is why I am repeating it as once again. So hope it is now, it is bit clear for you. So that is nothing but 280 minus 5.5 into 8 is nothing but our bolt value with respect to clearance into 6. 6 is our thickness. 6 is our thickness. That is 1086 mm square. So now unknown value in this is ATG. ATG, how we will calculate? 35 into 6. What is 35 here? What is 35 here? Our edge distance. 35 into this thickness value. 35 into this thickness value. 35 into 6. This thickness value. 35 into 6. into 6. That is 210 mm square. Then one more unknown value is ATN. ATN, that is nothing but 35 minus 18 by 2. 18 by 2 is nothing but our bolt value into 6. That is nothing but 156 mm square. See, what is the difference between this ATN and AVN means? This is with respect to only net sectional area. This is with respect to only net sectional area. These all things are respect to only net sectional area, and this thing is also with respect to net sectional area with respect to bolt only, with respect to bolts only. But other things are not with respect to net sectional area. These are with respect to gross area of the plate. Gross area of the plate. These are with respect to net sectional area of bolt and plate. Net sectional area of bolt and plate. So now TDP1 is nothing but AVG. So TDP is nothing but AVG Fi by root 3 gamma m0 plus 0.9 ATN Fu by gamma m1. Substitute all these values already there with you. 1680 into 250 by root 3 into 1.1 plus 0.9 into 156 into 410 by 1.25. So we got this value 266.49 kilonewton, which is more than 150 kilonewton. So it is safe. So now TDP2 is nothing but 0.9 AVN Fu by root 3 gamma m1, then plus ATG Fi by gamma m0. So if you substitute all these values, you will get 232.5 kilonewton. That is also safe. So by these things, the design is safe because it is coming more than our factored load which was given in our problem. See, it is not more also. It is generally around 0.5% is only more. 0.5%, 70.5% is only more here. It is not more also. So our design strength is safe. So by this problem is completed. So now, if you have any doubt, you can ask. I am unmuting for you for 2 minutes. For 2 minutes, I am unmuting you. Again, I will start next problem. If you have any doubts, you can ask now, or else I will start the next problem. So by this, we will start next problem now. That is nothing but design a single angle section of a tension member of a roof truss to carry a factored load. See, here also factored load is given. The member is subjected to possible reversal stresses. Reversal stresses due to action of wind. Due to action of wind. Here the length of member is 3 meter. Length of member is given. Here it is given, use M20 bolt of property class 4.6 in a single line. The yield and ultimate strength are 250 and 410 MPa respectively. See, already in this problem, what it is given, again single angle section only. So I have taken two problems, means it will be easy for understanding you. So for that purpose, once again we'll solve this problem. Design a single angle section with respect to tension member of roof truss to carry a factor load of 225 kilonewton. The member is subjected to a possible of reversal stresses due to action of wind. The length of the member is 3 meter. Use M20 bolt of property class 4.6 in a single line. The yield and ultimate strength are 250 and 410 MPa respectively. So starting, the first step is similar. TDN is 0.9 AN FU by gamma M1. Then AN you can calculate by this TDN gamma M1 0.9 FU. Here factored load is given, no need to multiply by 1.5. If it is axial load, you have to multiply, but here already the factored load is given, so no need to multiply. So 225, that is kilonewton into 1.25 divided by 0.9 into 410. So that is nothing but 762.20 mm square. Then if we calculate with respect to gross area AGFI by gamma M0, so it is 225 into 1.1 divided by 250. That is nothing but 990 mm square. Comparing these two values, we need to select always higher values. If you compare AN and AG, always select the higher values in these two. So which you will select here? 990 mm square. Always select the gross area which is higher. Then go to steel table in unequal angles. Select 100 into 75 into 8 mm. There the area is given as 1336 mm square, which is more than 900 mm square. So it is okay. It is near to it. Don't take 1800 mm square, 1500 mm square area. Only you take which is nearer to 900, 1100, 1200, 1300. So for select little bit higher area so that your design will be safe, because if your design is not safe, your examination, your time will be waste. If you redesign once again means your time will be waste. So that is why I am stressing more on this, because you select little bit higher area. So here rupture failure will always not take place and your design will be safe. Your design will be safe. Now to find a bolt value for M20 of class 4.6, 1.5 into D0, 1.5 into 22, then pitch distance is 2.5 into D, that is 50 mm. So here what we are taking here, same, the problem is same, almost same here. VDSB, VNSB by gamma MB, FUB by root 3, NN ANB plus NS ASB. Here the thread is failure in thread. So NN is equal to 1 and NS is equal to 0. So FUB by 400 by root 3, 1 into 0.78, pi by 4 into 20 square. That is nothing but divided by 1.25. So your VDSB is 45.3 kilonewtons. Then bearing capacity of bolt is 2.5 kb dt Fu by gamma mb. So if you just look over kb values, so kb E by 3d naught, 40 by 3 into 22, then pitch distance 50 by 3 into 22 minus 0.50, then 410 by 400, 0.90, then that is 1. So select the smaller value, 0.5501, 0.507. So now VDPV is nothing but 2.5 kb dt Fu by gamma m naught. 2.5 into kb is 0.507. Bolt is M20. See here, M20 bolt is given in question. M20 property class of M20. So I am taking there as M20 only, not more than that. So that is nothing but thickness. How thickness has come? We have selected our section with respect to the steel table, 100 into 75 into 8. So that is nothing but 8 mm. If you see here, our section, we have considered thickness as 100 into 75 into 8. See, understand the problems very slowly. There is no any urgency, nothing like that. Divided by 1.25. So your bearing capacity of plate is 66 kilonewton. So your bolt value is 45.3 kilonewtons. Then number of bolts is 225 divided by 45.3. That is nothing but 5 number of bolts. Then if you see this, if you draw this single angle section, here edge distance was 40 mm. So leftover is 60 mm. What is our angle section? 100 mm. 100 into 75 into 8 mm. So 40, 60. 60 is our gauge distance. So whatever edge distance is there, that is 40 mm. Whatever leftover distance will be gauge distance, that is 60 mm. So check for design TDG AG Fi by gamma m naught. So AG with new area, whatever we got from steel table, you need to select the new area. See, this is our new area, 1336 mm square. If you go to steel table, it will be in centimeter square, but convert it into mm square. 13.36, you will find there as 13.36, but convert it to mm square. So now next is okay. Next is to calculate TDN from code book. You can find this formula, page number 33 or 32, 6.3 class maybe. 0.9 ANC Fu by gamma m1 plus beta times of Ag naught Fu by gamma m naught. See, beta formula is 1.4 minus 0.076 W by T Fi by Fu Bs by Lc, which is less than Fu by gamma m naught Fi by gamma m1, which is more than 0.7. So what is our Bs? W plus Wt minus T. Go to code book, figure number 6, page number 33. If you go, page number 33, figure number 6. Page number 33, figure number 6. See here it can be see, in this place you can write WT also. There is no any mistake. If you write G also, in some textbook it is given G. In some textbook it is given W plus WT. So better refer your figure only. Better refer your code book figure. Bs is equal to W plus WT. That is nothing but 75 plus 60 minus 8. So that is nothing but 127 mm. That is nothing but 127 mm. See this formula. See here it is Bs is equal to W plus Wt minus T. There is nothing wrong if you write here G also. It is only for your clarification purpose. Coming back to problem. 75 plus 60, that is 127 LC. How to calculate LC now? See here. Here section is here. What we are considering, section is failing at this point and both the points. See the failure of the critical section is at this place and at this place also. So what we are taking? We are taking only this point. We are only considering this point. So this is pitch distance 50. 50, 100, 150 and plus 50, 200. So in this way only we are considering 50, 50, 100, 150, then 200. This is our LC distance. I hope you are getting it. This critical section of bolt failure we are taking at with respect to this axis, and with respect to this axis we are leaving the edge distance only. We are considering main on the bolts only. So for that purpose only we are getting as 1 bolt, 2 bolt, 3, and this will be 4. So that is why 50 plus 50, 100, 150, and this is 200. So that is why it is in this way. So now substitute all the values, you will get beta as 1.24. This condition needs to be satisfied, students. 1.408 should be less than 1.124. It should be greater than 0.7. So beta value is 1.124. So now go to ANC. How to calculate ANC? To determine ANC and AG naught. ANC is 100 minus 22. What is our 100? This is our outstanding leg. This is our outstanding leg, 60 plus 40. What our section is 100 into 75 into 8. So 60 plus 40, it is become 100 only. 100 minus bolt value 22 minus 8 by 2. 8 by 2 is our thickness. 8 by 2 is our thickness into 8. 592 mm square. Then AG naught is 75 minus 8 by 2 into 8. What is our 75? This leg. This leg. This is our this leg 75. Our bolt is at this point. Our bolt is at this point. Our bolt is at this point. So this total is nothing but 100 mm. This is 75 and this is 8. Just watch this. So now if you substitute the values 0.9592 into 410 by 1.25 plus 1.124 into 568 250 by 1.1. So TDN value is more than this, so it is safe. So for preliminary check for rupture failure, you can go to page number 33. TDN is alpha AN FU by gamma M1. So there alpha is nothing but 0.8. If you go there, read that section, there you will find if you have more than 4 bolts, you take alpha value as 0.8. If you have less than 4 bolts, you take alpha value as 0.6. So in our section, we have 5 bolts. So I am taking alpha value as 0.8. Substitute alpha as 0.8 AN. This is total area, gross area plus net sectional area. This is total area. So that is why 592 plus 568. If you can see here, 592 plus 568 into 410 divided by 1.25. So TDN is 304 point, which is more than 225 kilonewton. That is safe. Next is block shear strength. You need to calculate for block shear strength. Block shear strength TDB1 and TDB2. See how to calculate AVG here. 4 into 50 plus 50, which is 50 here. This 50 is nothing but our pitch distance. This 50 is nothing but our pitch distance. 4 into 50 plus 40. 4 into 50. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 40. 4 into 50 plus 40. This is 40 mm. This is not 50 mm. This is 40 mm. This is not 50 mm. This is 40 mm. This is 40 mm. 4 into 50 plus edge distance, that is nothing but 2000 mm square. But our AVN is nothing but our 250 minus 4.5. 4.5 is our bolt distance. 4.5 is our bolt distance. So if you calculate here, you will get here block shear strength. Block shear strength you will get from this formula. So this problem I'll repeat it once again because that Zoom meeting schedule is getting a little bit less. This problem